Greetings to you all and welcome back to Danganronpa, a happy little journey through communal student life. Let's continue. How's everyone doing? Why am I always last into this room? Always. Yo. I'm not last into the room. Come on, Monokuma, that's a bit rude. There you go, the little nut job, so you do know. Very good, very good. Let's say what you want about Monokuma, but he does get the job done. You want to settle down a bit now.
Let's go.
What do you mean it's time to find out? Don't we already know? I mean, I was kind of hoping that Blackula here would have some ideas as to who killed her. Because if you have no conviction about knowing who the killer is, you wouldn't be saying, come on guys, let's get down there, let's get investigating. Because, I mean, you'd be walking towards your own death, right? Last time everyone wanted to get over and done with because they all thought it was me. I get that. But I don't think anyone here has a clue. Except for me, I know who it is. Swine. I misclicked.
It's true.
I was gonna talk to Toko, see if she was alright. Turns out I don't care. You redecorated, I don't even notice any difference.
Very nice. Well, thrills, chills, kills.
No, alright, alright. Have you got some more plaques open for the recently parted? Departed, not parted. Sure. Why not? The game thinks I'm going to fail that badly. It forces me to pre-save. Right, what do we got? She wanted to get stronger. Dumbbell covered in blood. She wanted to get stronger again. Okay, understood. I didn't actually want to read this. My apologies, I got your hopes up. I can look at my presents? No. I still only have 2 skills, don't I? No, I gained Lost in Thought? Is that a new one? That is a new one. Alright, so I scarcely understand what these even do. But it can't be a bad thing.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Yeah, we know that. It's the same as last time.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
No, wait, that's wrong. I want to talk about something else instead. Alright, fine, I'll play your game. And we're getting more of these signposts, aren't we? Ooh, I'm multi-loading right out the gate on this one.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
It's so hard to change.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Are you people morons?
Would make for a powerful weapon.
Seriously. There is a dumbbell covered in blood next to the person whose head was bludgeoned. You think the murder weapon is an iron pipe that we haven't found yet? And no one else in this circle of people is challenging this. So, Kyoko, who knows, because she's not a moron.
But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
It is a blunt instrument, so I'm not going to challenge that. I'm going to challenge your pipe.
Interesting.
I missed!
It would make for a powerful weapon.
I just can't believe that no one in this circle, except for me, can possibly contradict this single point. The fact this is even a point is concerning to me.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Do I have to pre-fire? What is this? This is starting to get difficult all of a sudden because I can't aim.
Instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
I do. I have to... Fine, I'll pre-aim. Sure. Maybe the dumbbell travels slower than any of my previous bullets.
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No, it's wrong.
Sorry, my gun was a bit... duff. I fixed it now. It's alright, it's working.
The object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
Wait, there was a dumbbell at the scene of the crime?
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
Wait, that's wrong.
And the wound on the victim's head is
Oh.
consistent with the shape of the dumbbell.
What? Excuse me? The shape of the dumbbell is consistent with the wound. Are you a pathologist? How the hell do you
As
know
far as
that?
I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
I'm sorry, if you showed me someone whose head's been bludgeoned, and you asked me was that done with a pipe or a dumbbell, I can't tell you.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes, call her out.
That's so creepy.
Everyone call her out. She deserves this.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here.
I do
Let's
mind.
move on to discussion of the culprit.
Apparently my opinion counts for
Although,
naught.
I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Agreed.
What? For real?
Don't look at him.
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
It's not getting the kind of reaction you're hoping for, is it, Blackula? Stop increasing the number of elements. I mean, absolutely. Okay. This is... The metaphors are piling up one on top of another. It's getting confusing. Lock it on my silencer in order to shoot down your arguments. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need the case file for this one. Just a hunch.
Culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
This is white noise, is it?
I mean,
This must be what... Symbolic of what?
there's no proof for it.
I need to shoot the no proof for it, which is being covered by these random mumblings of these fools around me. Sorry, Yamada, I spoke over you and didn't hear what you said, but I also didn't care.
The
My
culprit
apologies.
is genocide. Jack. Case closed.
I'm gonna put my silencer on.
But that's impossible.
Ah! I gained
What
time.
makes it impossible?
Be silent.
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey, so...
I see. The white noise blocked my
I
shot.
don't know who that is.
That makes perfect sense. So I shouted out, "No, that's wrong!" But because someone was saying, I wonder, quietly to themselves, no one could hear me.
The culprit is genocide. Jack. I'm sure. Case closed. As far as I'm concerned.
Why my silence shot so fast?
Impossible.
You see this?
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on.
Come on, it's not a good argument.
No proof for it.
Damn it! I was going to do the slow shot first, then the silence shot, but I
don't know who
couldn't.
that is.
It's like my gun gets locked.
The culprit is
Genocide. Case closed.
I do like everyone talking at fast speed though, it's
What
hilarious.
makes it impossible?
Well, I mean,
Alright, we got a silence shot first.
there's just no proof for it.
That explains why that bit of text lingers for quite so long, I suppose. It's alright, we're still learning the controls, okay?
Might know one reason he could be involved.
He's not involved, but just humour me.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
Just the thing you'd expect to find in the library.
That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Stop being logical, Mondo.
The lie of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
Good idea, let's not ask any questions in this trial.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
Now you say it was in defining detail, but I think each person got about half a page. It's not that good.
First is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
And one paragraph written in very large font.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Booblust indeed, my friend.
No, it's actually bloodlust.
You will not deny our booblust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Because I don't feel like it. Everybody knows about the bloody message left behind, but nobody knows about the bloody message that's left behind.
I got it!
Some of these options, man.
Apparently,
Some of these options.
in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
And me.
However,
Don't ask
the
any
hero
questions.
is most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of.
Naegi did it. I mean, Blackula did it.
It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
That seems quite far-fetched.
No fucking way.
You tell him, Mondo.
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Not one of you questions how either of us know these police secrets. This is national security. We're just exposing it to you. No one questions it. Everyone just believes us.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
No, the shock! I was going to reveal that. Oh, could you?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
Yamada, come on. She's 3D, don't defend her.
Okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
I'm sticking with yes. That was a better answer.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
The game literally told me it was a sort of split personality thing. Right? I didn't dream that, did I? What the devil is this word? How is that? How is that split personality going to fit into this? Oh. What? Do I have any vowels to work with here? No? I've got an I. SCH? PESH? Why am I so bad at this part? It's a split personality, but what am I writing? Never give me word puzzles. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Hills? Shields. No, there's a Z now, a P and S. There's so many S's. Ooh, hiss. How about that? Why can't I see what this word is? This is gonna get embarrassing if I can't solve this. Everything has been so easy. There's so many S's. There must be an S in it somewhere. Is it schizo? It's not psycho. Psycho doesn't fit, and also we got an I. No, schizo has a T in it, right? This is how I spell schizo. Is that schizo? No, I can't even spell.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. Guys, not a word.
Because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Why didn't you give me the word split or personality or even the phrase split personality? Why did you give me schizo?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Yamada, you're only saying this because you stood right beside her and you're scared for your life.
Acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Indeed. She arrived late. She must have a split personality.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
Her tongue had gone flaccid, and she started kiehahaing.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
We'll assign all the adjectives we damn well please.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
This is starting to get a bit far-fetched for my tastes. Not saying it wasn't far-fetched up until this point, because it damn well was.
People from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
You're pointing too much blame around here. That's my job. And if you're trying to take my job away from me, I'm gonna have you executed on the spot.
How?
You're fine, Toko, I got this.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Oh, it was strange,
She told
alright.
me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
That was a bold gambit of yours
And
there.
that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Yeah, it's looking worse for Blackula by the second here. So he knew, without a shadow of a doubt, that she was Genocide Jack. I mean, this is textbook framing, right?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
No, that's true. But
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
I don't believe she's the murderer. Also, Blackula, how could you do this? You broke her trust.
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
Well, also, I think you killed someone. But you broke a girl's trust. You can't get away with this.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
Hey, that's pretty damning.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
Well, otherwise you would have gone around killing everyone. We have a lot to thank the rich boy for.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
Gonna be perfectly honest, it sounds kind of like you're confessing at the moment, which is not doing well for the whole murder mystery shebang, you know?
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well,
Yamada's still free if you want, he's right next to you.
all that's left
Just move
is
on to the
hear
next
from
one,
the
you'll be
person
right.
in question directly.
The person? You don't mean...
I'm sorry, she fainted again. Why? There was no blood. What the God's name is going on? She has the tongue of a frog. Alright, Jill. Get that kid out off my screen, I can't look at it. Run, Yamada, run.
You figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack!
Which isn't fair.
Let's go with Genocide Jill!
You got two ultimates, that's...
What the fuck is this?
I'm with Mondo.
What happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality.
Hang on, you think Toko is a loser name and your first name is Genocide. Don't think you quite understand your position
One
here.
of them happens to be a serial killer. You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
Look at those razor sharp teeth, she doesn't need weapons.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Well said.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. You can tell a truth without any lie in it. Not every truth has a lie behind it. Most lies have a hint of truth behind them to make them more convincing, but not the other way around.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
So I'm sorry, are you the bright side or the dark side? Because Toko was pretty dark and gloomy, but you're a serial killer. So I'm a little confused.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
That's it, Yamada. Bring us back to the trial. Oh, you're rather amenable.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
It doesn't seem entirely likely.
I tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds! Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless.
Why? In what capacity?
Just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Oh, right. I see what you mean.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Honestly, you gotta put this tongue away. It's gonna dry out.
Kidding again?
She's a kidder, this one.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
Nah, it's too early in the trial.
Clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
I haven't used half of my evidence yet.
Motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Not true, because the only people that would know would be us in here. And she would either be the sole survivor or we'd all die. Wait, that's the same thing. She'd either be the sole survivor or she would die. So her secret would either never get out or not matter.
So she had a very clear motive.
I mean,
to never have
no, that's
that
wrong.
side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Well, that settles that. Alright. This is a more direct approach. I like this. Taka, was it you?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion. Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
I believe her because she is my friend.
Yeah.
That's what usually happens in these kind of situations, right? Power of friendship conquers all and all that. Too right I do. I need to get all of the details in the next episode. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I shall see you then. Cliffhangers abound.